Yo, what is good, YouTube? We are back with a brand new video. Today, I'm going to be showing you the best stretch big in NBA 2K25. Now, this build gets limitless range, unlocks some of the best big man dunks in the game, while also playing lockdown interior defense. Now, if you want to show support to the channel, go ahead and drop a like on the video and go ahead and subscribe. I took a very long time to make this build, so I will go ahead and appreciate it if you went ahead and dropped a like and subscribed. But now let's go ahead and get into the build. Now the first thing you want to go ahead and do is go ahead, hop into the build creator and go ahead and create a new build. Now we're obviously not going to do any of those. We're going to create your own, and we're going to go ahead and go right-handed and pick any jersey number. It doesn't matter. Let's go 18. Now obviously we already stretch big. We could go with a 4, maybe get some more attribute points, but I'm going with a center. Now, if you're going to make them 7 feet tall, we're going minimum weight and minimum wingspan. This will still get you a lot of attribute points, but it will mess with a little bit of interior defense, but you can still hold it down in the post and still be a lockdown. Now, once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and hop into the builder. First thing we're going to do is a 92 close shot. Now this seems fairly high, and it is, but you can see we now get Hall of Fame, Float Game, and Gold Paint Prodigy. Next thing we're going to go ahead and do is take our driving layup up to a 65. This is just high enough. It doesn't really mean anything. It just kind of naturally got upgraded with everything else. Driving up, we're going to put it max out in 85. We do not get contact dunks on this build, I know, but we still get really good dunks on the build. Next, we're going to go ahead and take the standing dunk all the way up to a 90, which we're going to those elite standing big dunks. And post control, we're going to keep at a 67. That mid range, since we already stretched, we're going to cap that out to get gold Deadeye and Hall of Fame set shot specialist. And for the 3-pointer, we're also going to cap that out at an 86 to, like I said, get limitless range. Now, I did not specify how much of limitless range we got, so you cannot say, oh, I thought we were going to get silver or gold. You still get it. Now we're going to cap out the ball handle at a 74 and cap out that speed with ball. Next thing, I'm going to hop down to the vertical, just make sure I don't forget to get that to a 70, so you can make sure we get those elite standing big dunks. Next, for the interior, I'm going to go ahead and cap this out at an 87. It is very high, and it will get you a lot of defensive badges. And next, I'm also going to go ahead and cap out the block at a 93. Next, I'm going to get my offensive rebound all the way up to an 80, and I'm going to do the exact same with my defensive rebounding. For a big, it is not the highest amount you could probably want for rebounding, but we're supposed to be a stretch, and I think it does enough. We still get silver rebound chaser, and we will get box out beast. Next, we're going to go ahead and get that speed all the way up. Make sure we're just quick enough off the ball. Same thing with agility. And finally, we're going to put all the rest of the points into strength to get it up to an 80. Finally, we have some leftover attribute points, so we're going to go ahead and just put that one into post control, final 2 into free throw. And this is the final stretch big build. If you ask me, this is probably one of the best, if not the best, stretch big builds in 2K25. There's been a few people to make stretch bigs, but none of them I think are like this. You still get elite finishing with that 92 close shot, 85 driving dunk, you can still punch it. You might not get contacts, but you can still throw it down. 90 standing dunk with that 70 vertical to get them elite standing big dunks. And the 68 post control, this will get you a couple badges on bronze. That 94 mid range, you can easily knock it down from anywhere inside the arc, especially with that close shot. You can practically knock it down from anywhere if you just take a step inside the 3-point line, and if you take a step outside the perimeter with an 86 3 ball. You get enough animations for a big, plus that this bronze limitless will easily make you be able to shoot from better distance. Free throw can matter, and if you're playing anything that's pretty much not the theater, it might matter, or proving grounds. If you're playing, the rec or anything like that, free throw might matter, but a 71 can still knock it down. We have no pass accuracy because we don't really need it on this build. We have a 74 ball handle, which is max. It'll get you enough dribble packages for a big, and will get you bronze handles for days, which is good enough. A 65 speed ball, you can't even get lightning launch on this build, but a 65 is way faster than pretty much every center in NBA 2K25. A lot of centers you see probably don't get above a 40, so you'll be able to fly by other centers if they're guarding you out on the perimeter. And if they're not, go ahead and knock down that 3 ball. 87 interior, you get that gold paint patroller, silver post lockdown. You get it. It's very locked down. Plus the 93 block. You can easily shot block in the paint. 80 rebounding. It is high, but it's not too high for a big. It definitely could be higher, and I think if I would, maybe adjust the build, which I probably could, but I think I would make it higher or adjust the height or wingspan to make it higher. But an 80 rebound with that 80 strength plus silver box out beast and silver rebound chaser, you can still go ahead and snag rebounds. 76 speed, again, off ball, you're going to be able to hang with any center easily. I don't think a lot of centers get above a 50 in this game. Same thing with agility, you're going to be more agile than everybody, or at least every other center. 80 strength is just enough to get you a few badges here and there, and that 70 vert, like I said, to make sure you can get those elite standing dunks. Now, here's the thing. I would give you a gameplay, right? I would go ahead, upgrade this build all the way up to an 85. But the problem is, I am dead broke. I couldn't get you a build video or a build. I couldn't show you what this build can do. I would have showed you, you know what I'm saying, the elite standing dunks in the intro. I would have showed you that knockdown jumper. I would have showed you all of this. But since I'm dead broke, this build practically would just sit at a 60. But if you're looking at this, you can tell how good this build is based on these stats. I mean, come on, look at this. It can practically do everything. Almost every attribute is maxed out that is important for a big. Only thing maybe might be post control, which I think could have gotten higher. But even with that being low, you still have a 90 dunk in that 92 close shot. I think this is still one of, if not the best stretch bigs in the game. I haven't seen too many other people make stretch bigs. I think bigs this year are practically just, making a max height, max wingspan, max weight, maxing out close shot, maxing out defense, and maxing out rebounding it, and calling it a day. But this build is going to be slightly different from what you see from your typical builds, or at least your typical center builds, that is. This almost looks like the stats you could probably get on a guard, but you also get better rebounding. You just flip the defense and you pretty much call it a day. But that's pretty much going to be it again in the future. If I had my money up, if I wasn't dead broke, sitting with a smooth about $2 in my bank account, I would probably get y'all this video showing you all these clips, showing you how nasty it is, maxing it out, grinding it, getting the badges. I don't have the time or the money to do that. So I think I'm just gonna have to end it here, and you're just gonna have to end with just seeing the stats. Now, if you make this build, I would be curious to, if you max it out or get it upgraded, to test it and tell me how good the build actually is. I think, honestly, once I'm about to do a little job thing, I might get my money up, I might make this video and say this is, might actually do a build update for y'all. But I think until then, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. I'm also not going to leave it on a cliffhanger. We're going to see what the shades of are. Kristaps Porzingis, Karl Towns, or Onyeka Okongwu. I like that Porzingis. He is pretty much, what this build is. And we get to name two-way, three-level score. That is not a build or a build name I would typically expect to get on a 7-foot big. But let me just see these base 60 stats. You know what I'm saying? We get, off at 60, we don't look too good. I'm going to just keep it a beam. We're slow. But look at that, 99. Our shots look immaculate. Let's see what jumpers we can get. This is about as close as y'all are going to get to a build video. From what I've heard, the best base in the game for bigs, 6'10 and up, is Bam Adebayo, unless you can get Matt Ryan, which I don't know if you can. But I think I might save the jumper for a different video, because I also know my jumper ball. But again, I think I'm going to leave y'all on this screen. I appreciate y'all for tuning into the video, and I'm going to see y'all in the next video.